Here's what's making news now around Indiana. Well, with COVID-19 somewhat complicating the ability of folks to travel over last year, some Hoosiers are finding the best places to get away for a quick reprieve are right here in Indiana. In this case, a historic place in southern Indiana. Around Indiana reporter Mary Rachel Redman has more.
It was once called the eighth wonder of the world, West Baden Springs Hotel.
For you today in 2021 to see this building, it is the exact size that it was when it was built in 1902.
This 200-foot dome, once bigger and more grand than any of the famous domes in Europe.
You can imagine people coming in up the front steps, walking into the lobby, and just looking up.
And being transported back to a fascinating chapter of Indiana history.
There was a reception for Eleanor Roosevelt held right here at the West Baden Hotel.
From political heavyweights to celebrities, West Baden drew the rich and famous from around the world. But the vision for this grand hotel was that of a Hoosier, a man by the name of Lee Wiley Sinclair of Salem, Indiana.
And he was the one who really saw it as being a great investment. There was a bicycle pony track that Mr. Sinclair had built. It was 1/3 of a mile around, but he built that to encourage professional baseball teams to come to West Baden for spring training.
The Chicago Cubs were the first in 1908, and in the years to follow, the Cardinals, White Sox, Reds, and even the Phillies used the West Baden grounds for spring training. And speaking of the grounds, West Baden encompasses 100 acres that still look very much the same as they did 100 years ago. The water.
The mineral water that made this place so famous, people came here just for that water because it would make them feel better.
Years later, it was discovered the highly sought-after water actually contained traces of lithium.
So how many springs?
There were 4 springs on the property.
If I would have been here,
Yes.
when this was active, how would this have worked?
Okay, you would have entered, there would have been a platform, and there would have been a curved staircase on both sides to another platform, lower of course, and then a second set of steps to the basin, we call it, where the water actually came up naturally. This is the main original entrance of the West Baden Springs Hotel.
Wow. What is up top?
At the very top, we call that the drum. And inside that drum, where the girders have been riveted into, is the mysterious angel room.
And now we head up to the roof of the West Baden Springs Hotel.
I feel like I'm in a different country. This is unbelievable.
To see what very few get to see, a small room shrouded in mystery.
Wow. Oh, I can't even believe this.
Nobody knows who painted these angels, and it's been a mystery more than 100 years in the making. So there was talk about maybe some circus workers when the circus came in town, or some of the soldiers that came here when it was a makeshift hospital, but nobody knows how these got here.
Mary Rachel Redman, Inside Indiana Business.